men who will stand for the right though the heavens fall. During the momentous crisis of the COVID in the past few years, we needed shepherds of this kind of character to defend the flock of God. We look to you, Elder MICHEFF, for leadership and support. We expected you to be a shepherd. But when the wolves came with their oppressive mandates, you acted as a hireling, left us to fend for ourselves in the act of cowardice. You betrayed the holy trust, and in the time of crisis, you failed to do what you needed to have done. God did not leave us alone, but He raised a true shepherd in the person of Pastor Kelly, who did not flee when the wolves came, but who defended and cared for the flock. And in spite of fierce opposition, it is evident to the whole global church that Pastor Kelly has humbly submitted to God and that he was blessed in his endeavors. But you, Elder MICHEFF, magnified your guilt by persecuting the innocent and the righteous. It is very clear to us today that you have misused your authority by seeking to cancel and terminate the man who sacrificially and diligently ministered to the flock of God for this time. I'm glad that in the midst of this confusion that you have caused by your wrong judgment, God has given us clear guidance what needs to be done. Ellen White, our prophetic authority, has written a chapter entitled The Conference President in the Loma Linda Messages, page 324. And I quote, "When a man is placed as president of a conference, it is not to be supposed that he is to mold and fashion the minds of the workers in that conference after his own human ideas, and that if men do not follow his ideas, they may be brought to terms by his saying to them, 'You cannot receive wages from this conference unless you do as I tell you.'" Elder MICHEFF, this is exactly what you have done against the clear counsel of God. So where do we go from here? The quote continues, "I'm instructed to say that when a man swells to a large, undue proportions, the people should assemble and in the name of the Lord release that man from office." In order to resolve this major crisis in our church, in obedience to the clear counsel of God, and in the name of all believers who perceive the damage that you have caused, I call on you to step down from your position and allow the church to be led by a faithful shepherd who will truly care for the flock.